Hi, welcome back to Bedtime Noir. It's been a minute since I did a Bedtime Noir or any videos really, but I'm happy to be back and I'm glad to be sharing with you tonight a snippet from Namaste Mart Confidential. It's a novel, a new novel by Andrew Miller, and I read it this summer and I took it with me everywhere because anytime I had a free moment to read, I wanted to keep reading it because it really pulled me along. In many ways, it's a classic detective story, but it has a lot of twists and turns and pop culture references, and it has so many modern touches to it. But it has a lot of classic detective references, and that's a lot of fun. You'll see some of those in the snippet that I'm going to share with you. I won't say any more right now. I'm going to go ahead and do the snippet. Okay. For my last hour, I was on register. As usual, I took my anger out on our customers in the form of cryptic and condescending insults. My precise word choices were always a point of pride. They were all unwise to have picked my register. I found myself ringing up groceries for the actor Charles Martin Smith, who I recognized from his appearances in all sorts of classic movies like American Graffiti and The Untouchables. His 1973 appearance in the Western Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid, directed by Sam Peckinpah, was a favorite. Smith was only in one scene of that movie, but he'd been directed by Peckinpah, a cinematic god and rebellious alcoholic outlaw. I worship guys like Peckinpah. I recognize you, I said, scanning his bags of frozen chicken. From Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. That was me, yes, long time ago. That was a good movie. He bagged his own groceries. Thanks. So you knew Sam Peckinpah. He seemed surprised. Sure. What was he like? I continued to scan. A bouquet of white dahlias was in his cart. He was buying flowers for someone. Sam, he said, was an angry man. He gave me a polite nod and left. I was an angry man. Why was I so angry? Who cared if things didn't work out with one random girl? I would find a good one someday. Richie got drunk and did far more embarrassing things than me all the time, and he never dwelled on his mistakes. I drank from the water bottle I kept under the register. The rest of my last hour was smooth sailing. Richie and I clocked out. Both of us had 11 to 7 shifts that day. In the bathroom, I changed into my Chinatown t-shirt. It had an extreme close-up of Jack Nicholson's face with the big bandage over his nose. Out in the parking lot, we met up with our co-worker, Damian Goldman, who waited in his silver 2010 Challenger. Damian was off today. I got in the passenger seat beside him. Richie, now in a Yankee shirt, got in the back. "What's up, brother?" Richie said. "Sup." Damian wore his $350 Porsche Carrera shades. Damian's mother, a famous actress from 80s action movies turned owner of an upscale LA lingerie chain, was looking for a private investigator, and Damian had gotten us an interview. You see, on top of working at a grocery store, Richie and I have second jobs operating an unlicensed PI business. I tell you what, if I had some job that I needed done by a private eye, or if I needed somebody found or something like that, I would definitely hire Richie and Adam because they really do anything to get the job done. They tend to get in trouble, but the reason they get in trouble so much is because they're willing to do anything. And I just really enjoyed this book a lot. I highly recommend it. You should check out some of Andrew's other work. He has a novella in this like trio of novellas. It's called LA Stories. His is Lady Tomahawk, and also he has some stories in the Starlight Pulp Review, which you may be familiar with if you're into noir and pulp and westerns and sci-fi and all kinds of other fiction. And Andrew's work appears in other places as well, and so check it out, look him up, and check out Namaste Mart Confidential. I really enjoyed it, and it's a great example of noir, and I think of transgressive fiction as well. And so we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.